less than a 10 to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Throw dice and woes of life. Love deprived, look at her vibe. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise. Crystal chandeliers, focus reflected off the mirrors and pit click, grinning from ear to ear. Craving and raving and grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near, stay there. Remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, in paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise, in paradise, we know what our worth is. In paradise, we manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you conceive.
Boom. Yes, it is. The truth is what you can see. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. I'm your host, Matt Clark, and got some sad news for the basketball community as a whole. Those of us who love basketball are reaching out to the Laker family today. I guess, and the Clippers too, because now he was part of the Clippers organization too, kinda. Not really. I mean, I'm not going to give him that because his statue is outside of the Staples Center, which of course is the home of the Lakers and the Clippers for now. The Clippers are moving in, of course, their new facility next year. But anyway, Jerry West passed away today, and I want to say how sad we are for the passing of Jerry West. What a fantastic player. Oh, man, what is it? NBA News, there it is. What a fantastic player he was. The logo, Mr. Basketball, I mean, I don't know, whatever you want to call him. Just a great basketball player. And my guy, Gary Vick, he and I were talking a little while ago, and he called him the greatest influencer of basketball. And what you want to talk, that's player, and as far as management, everything, when you look at what he's done, I mean, think about this, how many titles he has. I mean, when you look at the championships, I mean, what he won, and then executive of the year, he was executive of the year twice. But I mean, think about that, for example. I mean, it's just insane what he did. When as a Laker executive, he won championships with them. Then, of course, he moved on to the Golden State Warriors and the Laker championship with them as well. So when I look at what he did, how many Laker championships was he responsible for? Let me see. He was responsible for winning the championship for the Lakers in 1960. Then, of course, he comes back and he brings in the Magic and does and all that. And look what he did with that executive: 82, 85, 87, 88. Then he turns around, leaves, come back, and he's responsible for bringing Shaq to the Lakers. So when you look at that resume, I mean, it's just he's had more influence than anybody on the history of basketball as far as the NBA is concerned. But when you look at his look at his record, and by the way, guys, you can go to YouTube and subscribe for the Unpopular Hour, and of course, please come on and comment or ask any questions or anything you want to do. Because when you do it on Facebook, I won't see it until after it's over with. So until after I'm done, because I can't listen to it, can't do the show and listen to it on Facebook as well. But my guy Drew Henthorne and I, we were talking about, I mean, what a great player he was. He is the logo. And everybody wants to change it to Michael Jordan. And I'm like, and of course I use the logo as the photo on my deal today. This is the actual NBA logo, and that's him, and that's that pick. And so, think about what he did as a player. And when I go back and I look at his stats, guys, I mean, when you look at his stats, I mean, it's just insane what this guy did. In the 69 finals against the Celtics, he averaged 37.9, including 42 in the game finals, which he had 12 rebounds, 13 rebounds and 12 assists. And remember, he hit a game-winning shot, but of course there was no three-point line until 1979 in the NBA. And by the way, the NBA three-point line is farther back then than it is now. It's not as close. It's closer now than it was then because they want to make the game more exciting. But I mean, it's just insane when you look at him. And I led the show off because he's arguably one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Definitely one of the top for Lakers of all time because to me, it's Kareem, then Magic, then him, then Shaq, then Wilt. Well, I'm gonna probably put Wilt in there, then Shaq. Well, no, I'm gonna put Shaq ahead of Wilt because, well, I'm gonna put Wilt ahead of Shaq because he was just Shaq. My problem with Shaq is if Shaq would have been more committed to the game, he would be in my top everything. But because he just had a short run and people talk about, oh, you're 3 or 4 years of dominance doesn't make you dominant. Okay? I'm sorry. It just doesn't. My expectations on what I expect from someone and what I see and what other people's are not the same. To me, you have to have a certain ability to last longer and do it longer. That's how I look at it. But that's why I don't put him in there. But when you just look at what he did, I mean, let me see. When he was in the average, he averaged more than 30 points a game, including he had a 40.6 point per game average in 1964 in the finals. 40.6. But what that tells me, he was doing what Jordan does. That's what that says to me. He's doing what Jordan did. Jordan was so magnificent in the playoffs. I mean, just so magnificent. So was Jerry. But when you're trying to do it by yourself and you don't have the teammates to go along with you, that's what happens. And once the Lakers got Wilt Chamberlain, they were able to overcome the Celtics. But they couldn't get them done. But it's like every dynasty. You look at, the Green Bay Packers, there's always been one or two things that happened in a game that the opposing team did that allowed them to win. You look at the Pittsburgh Steelers, same thing. You look at the Miami Dolphins, the same thing. When the Sea of Hands, when Oakland beat them, the reason why they didn't three-peat as champions is because, the Sea of Hands where Kenny Stabler threw the ball in there, Davis caught it between three guys and tucked it, pulled it away from him in the end zone, they won. So there's always certain plays that keep dynasties ahead and keep those that are trying to get there from being there. It's just what happens. And, everybody talks about officiating causing games, but yeah, they can. But for the most part, it's what you didn't do or what you did do on the court to put you in situations for that moment to happen. You look at the Kansas City Chiefs and how they got lucky, where when Cincinnati, hit Patrick Mahomes late, he kicked the field goal, and you look at Jalen Hurts fumbling in the playoff in the Super Bowl. There's all kinds of things. This past year when the punt kit fell off the 49ers' legs. So there's all kind of things, but all those seem to always happen to Jerry West and our Lakers. It was always something. Threw the ball away, missed a shot. I mean, it's just like when they could have beat the Celtics and the wrong guy shooting the ball. How the hell is Jerry West not shooting a game-winning shot? Mr. Clutch. How's he not shooting a game-winning shot? How does that happen? I mean, to me, I'm putting the ball in his hands. Now, everybody talks about the greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry. But there's a lot of guys who can shoot. Jerry West was one of those. Pete Maravich was one of those. There's guys who could shoot it. That could get credit. What's my man's name who I hate? Who I won't say hate. I don't like a lot. Reggie Miller, one of the greatest shooters. So there's a lot of great shooters. And my problem is guys like Jerry West get overlooked by guys before me, guys about my time. Everybody's overlooked because of social media and the ability to put everything out there. You see everything. Everybody completely discounts these. I've heard several announcers talk about, they were great back in the day, but, the league is more athletic, blah, blah, blah. If you can play, you can play. That's a bunch of BS. If you can play, you can play. Great players back then would eat up players, would kill players now because of one simple thing. They were way more fundamentally sound than players today as a whole. Okay? Not the great players who separate themselves in today's game is their fundamentals. And that's how I look at it. That's what separates great players from each other is the fundamentals. They're fundamentally sound. They can dribble. They can shoot with either hand. They can do all this. You look at Kyrie. He can score with either hand. Those are the things that make him different. Jerry West, on the other hand, I mean, look at this guy. Look at his stats, guys. I mean, I don't know. I mean, who has a resume like this? Okay? Who has a resume like that? 27 points average per game, 5.6 average rebounds, 6.7 assists, was in the College Hall of Fame and in the NBA Hall of Fame. Won an Olympic gold medal. Pan American Games. I mean, who has stats like that? You look at a person's basketball life and you look at their accomplishments. Okay? And remember, he was at West Virginia. And so a lot of that has to do with that. But when you look at the man, and you got to think about this, what greater honor can you have than the league that you played in? And remember, Bill Russell is the one that won all the awards, all the championships, not Jerry West. They only won one. Okay? They only won one as a player. He only won one as a player. So when you think about that for a minute, I mean, that just goes to show you what it took for them to do what they did. For him to be able to be the logo for the NBA. And people want to change it to Jordan, and young people want to change it to Jordan. I'm like, man, just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Now, granted, Jerry West didn't have the influence that Michael Jordan did on taking the game globally, which is what I'm saying Caitlin Clark has done for the WNBA. Michael Jordan did for the NBA, which still, I get why she's not. And, we see on both sides of the fence on why she is not on the Olympic team, and then why she should be on the Olympic team. So I see both sides of it, but I'm more for her keeping the league together and her not being on the Olympic team and making her earn that. She hasn't earned it yet. Now, is she going to bring more eyes to the game? 100%, but she didn't earn it. And so when you look at Jerry West, back in the day, tape delayed, the games, you could play a game, NBA Finals game, and then turn around and go back to your hotel room if you're on the road and sit there and watch it on TV. But the impact that he made as far as a player and as far as his style, and I saw him play, and I'm at the Sports Club LA in LA, and the way they had it set up is, they had all the bikes and stuff at the top, and the basketball court was down, so all the women could watch all the players play, and you set up top and you watch down. And so we're playing, or they're playing. I'm watching them play. I was like, damn, who is this white dude? And he was killing the brothers. I mean, killing the brothers. And I'm like, who the hell is this white dude out here just killing them? And he's talking, and it was Jerry West. I mean, he was just wearing these dudes out. And he was in his 40s at the time. He is just killing them. I'm saying killing them. And finally I went down there, I'm like, man, who was that white dude? They go, that was Jerry West. I said, oh, shit, I should have known. That jump shot should have been my first recollection of who he was and who it was. But, yeah, I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, this dude, I mean, he's just chirping, and just killing the brothers. Killing them with a jump shot. And just telling them if I was your age, blah, 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 I would have did this, I did that, which he probably would have. There's no doubt about that. He probably would have. But the respect that I have for him as a player, okay? I have the respect I have for him as a player and as an executive because of what he offered or what he brought to the NBA, what he brought to basketball as a whole. And like I said, Jordan did take it to the next level, but I don't believe you take Jerry West away from the logo. Now, Kobe, because Kobe passed away, he even, wanted Kobe to possibly be the logo. But yeah, no. Jerry West is the logo. You shouldn't change it. There's no need to change it. I mean, the NFL shield has been the NFL shield for how long? I don't think you take away from Jerry West's legacy because you look at him, what he did in the executive, how he won 11 championships as an executive for the Lakers. He built the Lakers the first time. Then he rebuilt the Lakers the second time with Shaq and Kobe. Then he turned around and he built the Golden State Warriors. So how do you take a guy who did that much for the game and you take away his place in history? Because a lot of young guys, like I talk to kids at the barbershop, they have no idea who these older players are. They don't have any respect for him. Oh, yeah, that was old. They didn't have. I mean, shut the hell up. You have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Zero idea. These guys were great. They were amazing. They had all the things that that we didn't have. I mean, like I didn't have. I played in Chuck Taylor's to begin with. Then I went to the All Stars. Then I went to the Jordan. Then I went to Nike and Adidas. But I grew up on Chuck Taylor's because that was the best shoe. The Converse Chuck Taylor was the best shoe at the time. And I think Jerry West will be sorely missed. And like I said, not only because his basketball prowess, but his ability to rebuild organizations. Because he was rebuilding the Clippers. He was Clippers head. The Clippers brought him in as a consultant to help them. I mean, there's if you want to know about basketball, ask him a question. And all these kids discount older people, and I never did that. I would find some older guy and I'd ask him questions. Hey, what about this? What about that? Because my knowledge, I was constantly trying to learn from someone who was older than me, someone who had more experience than me, someone who had been around more. That's how you get better. And I'm joined by my guy Drew Hinton of Husker Drew Picks. What's up, homie?
Oh man, not a lot. How are we doing on this really hot thing?
Yeah, it kind of a tough day today for Lakerland, bro.
Yeah, Jerry West, the logo.
Yeah. Well, what I was saying, do you think they should change the logo? I don't think they should change it. What is your thought process on that?
I don't know. I'm 50-50, man. I'm a big Jerry West guy.
Well, it's going to be another Laker. They were going to change it to for Michael Jordan or Kobe.
I could live with it. It kind of maybe ran its course. I mean, some people today don't even know who Jerry West is.
They have no clue. Well, they're going to find out today that he's passed away, but they still won't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, just the younger generation. Anybody probably under the age of 30 probably has no idea who he is.
Yeah, you mean under the age of 40?
Yeah, I do.
You may be trying to give somebody a break by saying 30. I think it's more like 40. They don't have any idea who he is. I was just talking about him. Like he built the first Laker dynasty with Magic and them. Turned around and built the second dynasty with Kobe and Shaq, and then he built the Warriors, the current Warriors. He's the one that was the architect behind them. Is that crazy or what?
Yeah, I mean, he knows the game. If it wasn't for the Celtics, he'd probably be a 5-time champ.
At least. Lost to the Knicks.
What did he lose to the Celtics 7 times?
Remember, he lost to the Knicks on the last second shot that tied the game. Today with the 3-point line would have been a game winner.
Yeah.
Remember the 3-quarter shot he hit to tie the center game in overtime? That would have won the game today. So you got to count that. We had the ghost of Jerry Luttis said R.I.P. West. Yes, we agree, brother. Thank you for coming in and chiming in on our deal. But Drew,
it's a big loss for the NBA. He's definitely a statesman and founding father and of today's game. What was he, 86 years old?
Yeah, well, one guy, Gary Vick, told me, he said he probably had more influence on the game of basketball than anybody else in history. I'd say that's probably true.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with that.
I'm talking about professional basketball now, not basketball itself, but professional basketball.
Because he was a hell of a player in Kentucky, too, wasn't he?
He was at West Virginia.
West Virginia.
Yeah, West Virginia, yeah. College Hall of Fame, NBA Hall of Fame. The logo, like we said, I mean, he was just, people have no idea how good he was. Drew, I was telling a story where I'm on this bike, and I'm warming up to get down to the game, to play. And this white dude playing against all his brothers is just killing him, Drew. Just killing him. I'm like, who the hell is this white dude out here killing all the brothers? Pickup basketball, of course, at the gym. And I walk down, he's walking off the court. I said, damn, man, who was that white dude? They go, Jerry West. I was like, oh, shit, I should have known. I seen that jump shot before, should have known who that was, but I had never seen him in person. You know what I mean? And the Ghost of Jerry Luttis said they could use his profile for hot dog eating league. Do they have a hot dog eating league?
Oh, yeah.
Do they really? They don't have a hot dog eating league.
Chestnut got booted out because he took a $1.2 million payout from a vegan hot dog. So Nathan punted him from the contest.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's not going to be in the 4th of July Nathan's hot dog eating contest because he took $1.2 million from some vegan hot dog company.
What difference does it make?
Don't ever go with a vegan wiener.
That didn't sound good, Drew. That didn't sound good at all.
Don't be switching wieners midstream.
Oh, my God. That didn't sound good. That didn't sound good at all, man. Uh,
Get your mind out again. We're talking about hot dogs, wieners.
a guy said that Jerry West walked so Jason White Chocolate Williams could run. They're not the same player, bro.
No, not even
No,
close.
no. White Chocolate, dude. Nobody passed the ball
Chocolate,
like him.
Chocolate, he's an anomaly. He wasn't Jerry West, so he
No,
couldn't shoot.
but I'm saying he's the greatest passer I've ever seen. They're talking about all these other guys. That dude threw
For sure.
passes. Nobody passed like that dude. I mean, nobody. I mean, I don't know how he saw some of the play. Our boy said something I can't replace.
He's still nasty. I saw some videos of him in pickup games
Oh yeah,
down in Florida, and he's still nasty.
yeah. His son is not bad either, but his son is not second White Chocolate at all.
No.
So, Pistol Pete could pass is what he said. Pistol Pete could pass. Pistol Pete could pass, but he was more of a shooter. Drew, I was talking about the greatest shooters of all time, and clearly Steph Curry is it. But people forget about how great Jerry was. There's a reason why he was called Mr. Clutch. And then you got him. You have, oh my God, just Pistol. I said Maravich, and then I said Reggie Miller. Yeah. Larry Bird. Yeah. Those are greatest. Those are greatest pure shooters. You know, I mean, just
Chris Mullin.
yeah, but I don't know if I put him in their class.
J.J. Redick was a hell of a shooter.
Yeah, but not under pressure. When the pressure was on, I'm talking when the pressure's on too, Drew. Shooting is fine. You can, it's just like I said. People talk about fourth quarter points. You can talk all the hell the fourth quarter.
Maxwell could shoot it.
Yeah, but Drew, my point is what about the fourth quarter when the game was on the line? Anybody can shoot whenever there's no pressure. But can you shoot it and then at the end of the game can you shoot it then too? That's when I separate that stuff. I mean, because Ray Allen, one of the greatest shooters of all time too, under pressure when it clutched. That's what I'm saying. Ray Allen. I mean, you got to include him in there. I said that, Ghost. I said Ray Allen. I just said that. He's my guy's over here, trying to give us a little help here, Drew, commenting.
I'll take all the help we need today.
Yeah, but, we were talking about, I was talking to the barbershop about clutch shooting. And I was like, guys, Pat Riley said it best. They're trying to talk about Steph Curry. I said, Pat Riley said it best. If I've got to have a game winner, I want Jordan. Yeah. If my life depended on it, I want the white boy, Larry Bird. And that's facts. And that's what he said. He goes, give me if I gotta have it. If my life depended on it, I want him. Just to win a game, give me Jordan. Because nobody's going to stop him if he wants to get his shot off. He's going to score. But he goes, if I have to have that shot, my life is on the line, somebody got a gun in my head, give me Bird. And I said, I told these guys, these kids have no respect for Larry Bird at all.
No, they just don't know.
They just don't.
They respect what they know, and they don't know.
But you know what they tell me, Drew?
I grew up watching it. Child of the 70s, 80s.
But, Drew, they tell me, they said I saw him on TV.
Yeah. When you see it live, you don't know it's coming. It was amazing. And you did not leave him open. If you left him open, you were done.
Yeah, hey, our boy says the correct answer is Robert Horry.
According to the Sacramento Kings.
Oh, and the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah.
Robert Horry, what a great shirt he was. But that was just in the playoffs, not during the season.
The Kings need to put a Robert Horry circle on the top of the key at their gymnasium because that's the last time they were worth shit.
Yeah. Robert Horry.
He put the Kings to bed.
Oh, man. Yeah, Robert Horry was a great shooter, too. Agree with that, Ghost. But, Drew, I said, I just tell people, I said, they just, like I tell these kids, I said, listen, only talk about the players you've seen. If you haven't seen them play, don't run your mouth. Only talk about your players you've seen.
We just were lucky, and I feel lucky and privileged that we grew up in a golden era of basketball.
Yep.
I think you got some unbelievable athletes these days, and just the training and stuff that goes into some of these guys these days is amazing what they do. But you want to talk about pure basketball and playing against in the times where you got the crap beat out of you.
Yep, and
I
still
mean,
did what you did.
and still did what they did is something to be said about that. I mean,
Yeah. Well, these kids, they were
and
tired.
people act like Jordan would average 40 to 45
Oh, easy.
in today's game. In today's game, he would. If you couldn't touch him, he's going to average. He's going to score 35. He'll average another 15 at the line.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a joke today. I just tell them, I say, guys, they're like, oh, so y'all could just murder somebody and beat him up. I go, man, that wasn't what happened. What happened was it was just physical. I could put my arm on you. I could direct you. I could push you wherever you want to go.
Yeah.
And then you had to have enough skill to get past my physicality. That's what I'm trying to talk about. But they don't understand. It's like he said Bird was loyal to Magic from the get-go. Skill recognizes skill. Larry Bird and Magic, like I tell Drew, this is the thing. The top 10 players of all time, like I tell them, I'm going to include Kevin Durant, not Steph Curry. Because Kevin Durant could have played back then. Steph Curry couldn't. He's not going to do what he did now then.
No, because
he's too little.
Because you would have he would be able to shoot the basketball, but I don't know that he's not going to be driving the lane like that because Joe Dumars would have put him in the third row.
Yeah, or Bill Laimbeer.
Yeah.
And they were talking about,
you'll see what the recovery time is and
Yep.
how gun shy he gets going to the hole the next time. Isaiah Thomas took 58 stitches above his right eye
Yep.
when he went to the hole against Karl Malone.
Yep. I mean, I just tell people, I said, you guys don't have a clue. I said, listen, very few players. I said, LeBron would have played. I said, everybody forgets, LeBron for the first 7 or 8 years, 6 or 7 years, he went to the basket. He would have gotten murdered. They're talking about, Laimbeer. I said, they would have murdered him, man. I said, I don't care who you are. No matter how big you are, you come into the lane, they're going to put you into the ground. And you hit the hardwood enough times, it's going to take a toll on your body. I don't care who you are. I don't care how big you are. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
You're just going to take I said, LeBron is not going to be playing until he's 40 years old. You're crazy.
No.
You're crazy. And I said, on top of that, I said, it's like Tom Brady. Tom Brady's not playing until his 40s. You're crazy. He ain't playing in his 40s. He's going to be 33 and 34 years old.
Clothesline a couple times or
Yeah, I mean,
arm to the back of his head a few times.
yeah, I'm like, it don't happen. Drew, I said, no matter how much training you got, no matter how much zen, whatever your guy got, and he's doing, you going to get killed. And I said, I tell everybody, I said, this is why I said this. He said Bird's biggest rivalry was his driveway. The ghost said that was funny. That was funny. But like I told people, I said, listen, Allen Iverson today, he would have played 4 or 5 more years. He'd have played till he was 35 or 36 easily, 37. Yep. The way he played, you can't hit him going to the basket now. He would have killed these kids. They were trying to talk about his crossover wasn't that great. I go, dude, you're insane. Y'all are crazy. I said, you young kids today, y'all have no idea about basketball. You have no idea what the hell you're talking about. You're a video kid. You go by videos. You have no idea what the real world is like out there. You have none. None. It's just like your boy, rest in peace, Brooks Thompson. When we were playing against them, when I was playing for Gary Vick, Marathon Oil, we were playing against OSU. Last few seconds of the first half, he's coming down, got me. He goes, Matt Clark, I heard you were a ball player, but back in the day, but this is today's game. I'm getting ready to wear you out. I looked at him like, what? And Bill Self, Billy Tubbs, they're all right there on the sideline. They all just started laughing like, dude, you have no idea what the hell you're talking about, right? He goes to try to snatch it. He pulls up because he always would bring the ball up. Drew, I went, wham! I snatched it from him. I looked at the clock, 3, 2, and I started walking up the court. And I said, here's the ball now. You can shoot it. And as the horn goes off. And Brooks was pissed at me from that point. I said, man, don't run your mouth at me. You have no idea who the hell I am, man. You have no idea. I said, no, Brooks was nasty. He was a great player. I go, but you don't disrespect somebody. You don't know who the hell I am. You ain't never seen me play. When I left here, I was the first all-time leading scorer led the OSU in steals for career and a single season. When I left, don't run your mouth at me, homie. You was a shooter, and he could play though. But anyway, but it's so funny. Those guys look at him, they just started laughing. I just looked at him like, really? Is he talking shit to me? Really? Okay. Let me bust your ass real quick, young man. Let me bust your ass.
I haven't heard that in a while.
Huh?
Marathon Oil.
Marathon Oil. Yep. I was playing for Gary Vick Marathon Oil team, and then we went. Then we turned around and we went to Kansas against Jacques Vaughn. And them. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a little brutal, Drew. That was one of the worst beatings I've ever had in my basketball career.
Yeah, they had a lot.
Oh, yeah, they beat us. They were up by 40. They beat us 42, 43 or something like that. And I had 29, I think, or 30 in the game. Because after I got hit by those cans, after Randy, I said, I'm going to bust y'all. Every time I come to Lawrence, I'm busting y'all's ass. You can't bust me by 20 and throw a can at me. Oh, yeah, no, I'm busting you every time I see you. Every time I see y'all. And but anyway, they gave me a standing ovation. So I appreciate the KU fans. Let's take a break, Drew. Then we're gonna come back and do your deal and talk about the games tonight. I want to thank SRB. If you have needs for engineering, surveying, or planning, hit our guy Mark Long up over there. He'd love to talk to you guys. They love to be behind the scenes, collaborative logic, and my guy Russell Williford. If you have needs for software to make your office run smoother or website design or anything like that, they can do that. As far as the thing I love about them is they can remote in and fix whatever you need to do as long as it's not mechanical with your computer. Oak Grove Trucking and our boy Jose Fierro.
What up, Jose?
If you have needs for dirt, rock, or sand to be moved, hit our boy up. He'd love to take care of y'all guys. And then, of course, YNB, family owned and operated since 1912.
The bank. Make things happen.
Now, you acted like Nathan right there. You're a little slow in the uptake on there, man. That was more of a Nathan move right there, man. It took you a little bit to get in there.
It would need still be better than anything they ever threw out there.
An equal housing lender and a member of the FDIC, proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. Or you can go into their main bank, located at 401 Elm Street. 66
steps from historic downtown Yukon, Oklahoma.
Yeah, historic. Okay. YMB switches off the Parkway in 66 to 39th Expressway. YMB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road. YMB Parkway, I-40 in Garth Brooks Boulevard, 212 steps from the highway is what our boy Nathan Taylor says if you walk around the Volkswagen. And then, of course, YMB Peoples.
And through the Waffle House Park.
You're just not going to let that go, are you? He's not here to defend. Yeah, he's not here to defend himself, and you beating our boy up. Leave him alone. YMB Peoples located in Bethany on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. And then, of course, Shelter Insurance, the Mark Pemberton Agency, located at 4609 Southeast 29th. Dale City, Oklahoma, 405-670-2424. Open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5, Fridays 9 to 1. Closed Saturdays and Sundays. Probably serving the Middale area since 1982. That's 1982. Now, Drew, you've been a little slow on the picks. You didn't give me any yesterday, but you got some for me today.
No, I'm trying to play and catch up with work. It's been.
Well, you've been busy as crap, hadn't you, with the weather?
Have been. It's finally turned, and it's been another Monday. It's been 3 Mondays. So.
Has it been that long?
Dealing with general public today and dead batteries and insurance companies. It's fun out there, folks. Be nice to the whippers.
Yeah, okay. So you got the Pirates again for the second day in a row, or second? Well, you had them the other day.
I feel like that's good value in that pick. I wish they would have come through last night. The Cardinals, they're just kind of up and down. God, everyone, their dog is on. 97% of the bets are on St. Louis tonight. So
wow, that many?
I will take Vegas, and give me the Pirates. Even though it's probably a loser, I'll take. The Pirates are throwing a guy that's 3-3 with a 3.69 ERA. And again, I bet against the Gator on the mound. So St. Louis is throwing Sonny Gray, who's former Sooner. So.
Oh, that's why I said. That's why. Oh, so the real truth comes out now. Then, okay, now we understand.
I'll be transparent out there with you folks. If you want to get on the hate with me today, I'm going to bet against Sonny Gray.
Okay, not giving the Sooner any love, are you?
Nope. Let's see.
Oh,
But
you.
what I did put in on there is our guaranteed lock of the year, and as always, anytime the Brewers play during the day, it's
Oh, yeah.
going under.
Dude,
Yeah,
that is so ridiculous, that bet right there. Every time we talk about that is
it is the
insane.
middle of the seventh inning. It is 1-0.
I just don't understand how that is just amazing that you do that every single time. But
Every
okay,
time.
yeah, every time. Okay, then you have the Braves and the Orioles. You taking the over 9?
Yeah, I'm betting against the Braves pitcher. And the Braves are in disarray right now. I may stop betting on their point spreads and just start playing their over unders. They threw Freed last. There's bad luck. They threw Freed last night. And he throws a gem of a game, but gives up a 3-run home run. And they can't hit it right now, but they're throwing a rookie again, this Schwallenbach, and he has an 8.5 ERA. And the Orioles are throwing Pavlich, who has a 10.13 ERA. So I'm good. 90% of the bets are in on Baltimore, and 90% are on the over. So
Wow.
the Braves are hurt. It's maybe just one of those years, but again, they're still 8 games over 500 in playoffs. So
Yeah, isn't
if
that
they could make a
crazy?
trade, I know it, dude. If they could just make a trade, and I don't know what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to get another arm. I think their bats are fine. They're just in a slump right now. I mean, they just cannot hit the baseball. They just they're. I saw a stat last night. Not to go on my sawhorse here on the Braves, but they batters with men in scoring position are batting like .56.
What?
I
How the
mean,
hell do they have a winning
yeah,
record?
yeah. And they had 3 guys last year that finished in the top 5 in the MVP, and those guys, Acuna is done for the year. Olsen is just struggling. Riley's been hurt. Now he's just struggling even more. I mean, it just kind of rolls downhill when it's like that. I mean, baseball's a game of inches, and what do they say? It's 90% mental.
Yeah, it really
so,
is.
so we'll see. It's early. It's just June. We're about to get in the dog days of summer, so hopefully the weather turns and Atlanta starts getting hot. Some of these northern teams come down there and take an
Okay,
altitude.
first of
So
all, Drew, it's hot Atlanta. It gets hot.
it's hot.
Okay, so
Yeah.
first of all, that's whatever you're talking about. It's hot Atlanta for a reason. It's hot. It's
Yeah,
hot.
like I said, it's early. It's early, and the Phillies have been known to fold like a Walmart lawn chair. So we'll see what happens.
Kind of like the Clippers.
The Phillies aren't quite the Clippers, but they've had our number in the playoffs. But as far as the division goes, they've shown that they can fold.
Yep. Okay. Then you have the Stros and the Giants are taking the over 7.5.
Yeah, and let me look at that game. That just started. That's in the bottom of the first, so really nothing to report there. I like the over in that game, though. It's blowing out today in San Fran, and
Oh,
I
the
know
Covey Cole to the Cub. McCovey's
yeah,
Cole.
Stros need to do something too. By the way, they're not doing anything either. Their offense needs to kick in.
Yeah, it's an ugly situation there, and for the Stros, I know that. I can't. And by the way, I love Minute Maid. I was trying to get down there this weekend, but I don't know if I'm getting my car today or not, or tomorrow. Hoping I get my car tomorrow or Friday, so I can get out of here. Uh,
Yep.
Rockies Twins taking the over
Yeah,
again.
that's good.
What
Go
is
ahead
it?
and
Hey,
put that
Drew,
one in.
what the hell is that with
Yeah.
you in the over? Over.
Hey, go ahead and put that one in the win column. That's 10-5 in the. Let me look here. What inning is that in? Rockies Twins 10-5, bottom 7. So that's already damn near double that score. So go ahead and chalk that one up for Herbie Husker.
Yeah, I'm just like, man, you in the overs today. God dang. And then, of course, tonight, the big one, you've got you're taking the Mavs. Now, wasn't it up to 2.5? Is it back then 1.5?
Well, and they're saying Porzingis is going to play. I don't see how he
How's he
plays.
going to play?
He's done. I mean, he could get out there and hurt himself even worse. A dislocated. What was the
I don't
injury
know. I don't
to?
even know how to explain I can't even say what the hell the
I've got
word
it right
is.
here. I can read what.
I don't know
Maybe
what the
that'll
word
help.
is called. It's something insane. I don't even know what the word. I
I've
couldn't even
got it
pronounce
right
it.
here. It is called. I've got it right here for you. It is called. The Celtics center Kristaps Porzingis suffered a torn medial retinaculum, allowing dislocation of the posterior thialis tendon.
Yeah, I don't know
Basically,
what that is.
his ankle popped out and tore tendon. So I don't see
He's
how
not
he's
playing.
doing anything.
He's not playing.
Yeah. After consulting with numerous specialists regarding the rare injury, his ability for upcoming him day to day. I mean,
He's
he's
not playing.
risking
He's
tearing
not
the
playing.
whole thing apart.
He's not playing. That may cost the
Yeah.
Celtics the championship.
I think so too, because boy, you put him down. Now you're talking about Dallas being able to get into their rhythm without that 7'4" monster out on the floor.
Yeah, there's no answer for him, Drew. There's no answer for him.
No,
There's really not.
I look for Dallas to play well tonight too. Get back home. I think they kind of played a lot better in game two. Yeah, and I didn't realize that Kyrie hasn't beat Boston since he left there.
Yeah,
He's
it's
0-10
this
versus
is
Boston.
it's 0 and
Again
12,
at
Drew.
Boston.
It's 12.
Yeah,
0
at
and 12.
Boston. So I think he's got to turn it around tonight. I think Luka got shot up this morning, so he should be ready to go. And we'll see. I like Dallas a lot in that first quarter.
Yeah, I saw that and I'm just, man. Yeah, I can see that you got the you're taking the under in the first half, 109.5. You're taking the under tonight.
Well, I think Boston's going to struggle a little bit without their big guy in the lineup. I don't know that their offense is going to be clicking like it has at Boston. So I think that Dallas, their defense, they're one of the better defensive teams in the league. So I think that they should be able to. If they can't do it tonight, they ain't going to do it. It's shutting them down a little bit.
Yeah, I just sit there and I look at it. I like the Mavs.
I could see a 52, 45, 51, 46, something like that. You know, I don't think it's just going to be astronomical scoring in the first half tonight.
And the question is Jason Tatum going to have to step up now? You know what I mean? He's going to have to step up now. He could always lay back and be in the weeds. Now he's going to have to step.
Which again, now that may kind of throw them a little bit out of rhythm because they've been in a rhythm with him just kind of playing second fiddle.
Well,
you know?
but also he's if he goes off for 40, which he has the ability to do, they have no answer for him. And the problem is to me with the Mavericks, they have no answer for him, Jalen, and Porzingis.
No,
But now,
the only answer is to outscore them.
and then you turn around and you've got White. Derek White hasn't played well, really. I mean, he's played okay defensively, but he hadn't showed out.
Yeah.
Drew Holiday had the one game in game two.
Holiday's played pretty well this
Yeah,
series.
but he had to break out in game two. So they, you haven't had them on all cylinders rolling. So we're going to see how that's going to turn out for them as well.
But Dallas hasn't played well at all.
No, well, Kyrie hasn't played well. But on the other hand,
Lively and Gafford with Big Boy out of the game, if he doesn't play, which I don't see how he does, but Lively and Gafford should have big games tonight.
Lob City.
Yeah, which will in turn open up the outside shot when they got to have P.J. Washington and those guys start hitting some shots.
Yeah, but Drew, they're not getting any open looks like they did. Remember, during the season, the Mavericks averaged 11 threes a game from the corner. Against the Thunder, they averaged 11.7 threes per game from the corner. The Celtics, they've averaged what, 3?
Yeah.
2? Something like that.
They've got to play well tonight. This is their night. They can't go down 3-0.
I think what the Celtics have done is said we're going to make you guys score. We're not going to let you just shoot wide open shots. We'll give up the 2 to Kyrie. We'll give up the 2 to Luka, but we're going to force them into making tough shots, and then we're going to let everybody else. We're not giving you wide open threes to get in rhythm. That's what they've done. So, but still, that being said, if Kyrie would have showed up at all in the fourth quarter, they would have won game. They would have had a chance to win because they fought back, and then they've got within 5 or 7 twice, and then they just shut the door because nobody else could score, including Luka.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that works out for them, but I don't know.
But I do like Dallas tonight. I think Dallas is the play. I think the NBA really needs this series to go. They don't need it to end in 4 or 5. Just for ratings. I don't know how the ratings have been for the finals. I need to look into that. I don't see how they could have been great the last game. That was a terrible basketball game. I mean, just shooting wise, it just wasn't very visibly fun to watch.
Yeah, I'm just excited.
Like I said, I told you the other night, I flipped back and forth between the Dodgers Yankees game because it was so boring.
Now, I was watching Dodgers Yankee. I had Dodgers Yankees on one TV, and I had the Celtics on the other TV.
Yeah.
So I mean, I was watching both.
I don't like watching the Celtics anyway, so they're
I want them to get beat. I want them to. You and I both want them. We don't want number 18 coming. So we'll tell you.
I want them to lose big, and I hope they lose on a controversial fall.
You don't hold back at all, do you? Dang, man, soften up a little bit, Drew.
Come on, Jerry West. Where's the ghost of Jerry West to come and sprinkle a little fairy dust on the Celtics?
Oh, that's hilarious. You are so funny. You are so funny.
Ask Jerry West if he likes the Celtics.
No, we know he doesn't. We know he doesn't. You know, but isn't it crazy that we lost Bill Russell and him both this year?
Yeah.
Oh, we lost Bill Russell last. No, we lost Bill Russell last year.
Last year, it's about this time too, right before playoff, right into the playoffs.
Yeah, Bill Russell, boy, I tell you this. You know, Drew, we were talking about greatest players, and I was like, you know, I have no current players in my top 10. And I just tell people, I say, the reason why I don't is because you play in a game, you play in a time where you're soft. You don't get feet up. You don't have no physicality. You don't have no you have nothing. Everything is at ease for you to do what you do. You don't have to worry about travel. You don't have to worry about sleeping in the airport. You don't have to worry about getting in late at 4 in the morning and 3 in the morning. You don't have to worry about none of that.
Flying private.
There's none of that you have to worry about. So
staying in $1 million suites.
Yeah, I'm like, it's ridiculous. It's not. Now we still stayed in 5-star hotels, but still the difference is that it's a completely different time. You have the training table. You have all these things that make your life easy. You have no controversy that you have to overcome in order to play every night. You don't have that. You don't have, as you and I both know, when you get that get that shot of that cortisone so you can get in there and play. Now they still do that because
Luka got one this morning.
Yeah, there's no way they don't play without that. There's no way. I mean, you have to have that, but the difference is that they care more about you and your body today than they did back then.
Yeah.
That's why most guys can't walk now. That's why they're all beat up. That's why some of those football players, Drew, I feel sorry for some of those older guys. Dude, they can't move. Remember Earl Campbell was in a wheelchair. He's in a wheelchair because of the beating that they took back then. And it's for, you played no matter what. You got up and you played. As you and I both know. You got up and you played. So.
Speaking of Luke, I just sent you a picture. Good Lord. His mom's fantastic.
Oh, yeah, she is.
Yeah. I mean.
And, she's in Dallas, too. And, she probably lives in Highland Park.
She's probably younger than I am, though.
Well, no. What is she? What? Luca's 24, so she's at least, 41, 42?
She's definitely younger than me.
Yeah, so she looks good, but she's supposed to. You got a son making $40 million, $30 million. Your mom is supposed to look good, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
There, though. Can't tell what her toe was like.
But oh my God, Drew, really? Oh my God. People, I'm sorry for Drew Henthorne right now.
Little hammer toe.
You just sent this down a hill quick. Oh my God. I am so sorry, everybody. I don't know what to say. And then, of course.
I'm outside, folks. It's long days.
Yeah, and by the way, Drew, we're going to say this to change the subject, even though High Stick Harry, the game is tomorrow. Now, you took the order, so the picks you gave me today, I'm going to use those tomorrow.
Edmonton is tomorrow? Okay.
Yes, it's tomorrow, Thursday, because they're both,
I still like Edmonton tonight. I like them tomorrow.
Yeah, because the deal was, remember the NBA is on ABC on Wednesday, so they're every other day that they're on. So hockey's on ABC tomorrow, and then basketball's back on ABC on Friday.
Yeah, I got College World Series kicking on Friday, too. So
yeah.
Sport.
Well, unfortunately, there's nobody I want to see.
Carolina's in there. It's got Tar Heels.
There's nobody I want to see. Drew, once again, there's nobody in there I want to see.
Tar Heels play the open. I think they play the second game.
Yeah. Now, aren't you a 12, Drew?
What's that?
Aren't you a 12 in Jordans?
Yep.
Because I'm still trying to find those baby blue, all baby blue Jordans, those low tops.
I like it.
Yeah, excuse me, North Carolina blue. I'm sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
North Carolina
Sorry.
blue. Let me get that straight. Yeah, I saw those ones and I was like, damn, Drew would love these, and then I got off on something else and I went back and couldn't find them. So it's like, see if they had a size 12, it'll hook you up for that, because I know
Yeah.
you'd wear those on a consistent basis.
They get in the rotation.
Yeah, baby blue patent leather and baby blue all the way through. Yeah, they'd be in the rotation. All right. But anyway, yeah, the Panthers.
When we got the draft, is draft next week?
I think the draft is next week, and we'll talk about all that next week too, and get all that done. And tonight we're doing the Thunder show, so got to get that done. I was gonna go to industry to do that, but I think I'm gonna stay here and chill out, because if I get out and start drinking, I got camp tomorrow. That's not good. So I'm gonna keep my ass at the house.
Be sweating out.
Yeah, yeah, but so dealing with these kids tomorrow for basketball camp, so I'm out on that 100%. And by the way, everybody, remember that Wayman Tisdale's golf tournament is the Jazzy Strokes Golf Fundraiser at Belmar. It's Monday, June 17th at Indian Hills Road. If you don't know where Belmar is, it's just east of I-35 on Indian Hills Road. Can't miss it. Great course. Reminds me a lot of Gaillardia and Rose Creek. It's an open type course, you know. I don't really like those style courses, but it's going to be a good time. I missed the old course, the one they had at Indian Hills, the one at, not Indian Hills Road, but Cimarron in Tulsa. I miss going up there every year for the tournament. They did have it at Hard Rock, so we stay at Hard Rock and then go to the tournament. Every year is where it normally was, which is a good time. You never get, did you go? That's right. You went with me one year, didn't you? Did you go with me one year to play, Drew? I lost him. He must be on the other line or something. Yeah, I think Drew with me one time that we went down to the Hard Rock to play there in that tournament. Maybe I invited him or something. I forget exactly what happened. But anyway, it's a good time at the Wayman Tisdale deal, the Jazzy Strokes. Monday at Belmar is going to be a good time, and then of course Friday this weekend. Did you play in Tulsa with me one time in that tournament, Drew?
I did not. Wish would have.
Yeah, you didn't come up to Tulsa and play with me at in that tournament. Didn't we come to Tulsa?
No, I didn't. I didn't go there.
Maybe. Oh, that's right. That's right. It was your dad. That's right. It was your dad. We played in that with. Oh my God, my mind just went blank. Andrew, the other Andrew Davis. Not to confuse y'all. Not to confuse you two.
Yeah.
But anyway, any comments you want to make before we get out of here?
Man, yeah. I mean, I think enjoy the game tonight. Got a lot of good sports upcoming this weekend. Gonna be a full weekend of baseball, basketball, hockey. So be nice to your local roofers and go Big Red.
Yep, go Big Red. Gotta love that. Man, I can't believe, man. Leave Luca's mom alone, man. I can't believe it. That's a nice blue dress she's got on. Anyways, hope everybody. Hey, thank you for coming on to my guy, Drew Henthorne of HuskerDrewPicks.com.
Go Big Red.
Yep, I thought I'd lay it up for you. And that being said, I want to thank everybody for watching this edition of the Unpopular Hour, and my boy Ghost for coming on today, giving us some comments on YouTube, giving us his comments as well. That being said, everybody, have a fantastic day. Peace out.